Ladies and gentlemen, would you please take your seats? We're going to be getting started very soon, and we need everyone seated.
We've eliminated that. 10 seconds. Do we have to show, Elliot's going to put on the... It's already on? Okay. We ready? All right. Erev Tov, everyone, and Hanukkah Sameach, Chag Urim Sameach. Still our holiday is going. And what a great way to conclude our festival, which has been so beautiful this week, with this magnificent treat for all of us. I am Rabbi Stuart Altshuler. I know we have many visitors from around the community. If you haven't been here before, Temple Bet Shalom welcomes you. I welcome you with open arms. Bruchim habayim. For those of you who've never been here before, I hope you come back for our many activities. We have a lineup of speakers from around the world that is really not matched by any other congregation. For example, next month, we'll be having Professor John Barton, who's the leading biblical scholar from Oxford University, with us via Zoom. So you're all welcome to join our programs, and this is a real highlight today with our dear Cantor, Matthew Austerklein, and someone I've known since 1991, Cantor Alberto Mizrachi. We shared many, many, many wonderful celebrations together. So I welcome you, and I wish you all a joyous Hanukkah. When we're done with our service here, or our concert here, we're going to get no services, no sermon. I didn't prepare any. Now, if you really want me to talk for the next 2 hours, thanks a lot. No words. Next Shabbat, I'll speak. After we're done, we're going to light the candles outside, the blessings. I know it's cold, so we'll do it real fast, but we'll make sure that our candles are lit for the last day of Hanukkah. So with that, I'd like to introduce our president, Lauren Haven. Thank you.
Welcome, everyone, to Temple Beth Shalom. What a fantastic turnout we have here today. Instead of movies and Chinese food, we're going to have a cantorial concert and Chinese food, because I know many of you are probably going to go out for dinner after this. My name is Lauren Haven, and I am the president of this amazing synagogue. Our rabbi is Stuart Altshuler, and our cantor is Matt Austerklein. Cantor Matt is performing with the infamous Cantor Mizrachi today. We are the only conservative synagogue in the Sarasota-Bradenton area. We are inclusive, diverse, and egalitarian. We aim to engage and inspire our congregation by providing a warm, inviting, and spiritual environment in which we can learn, pray, serve, and celebrate together. I would like to take this opportunity to give a heartfelt thank you to Al and Ann Tridell for putting this program together. Al had this wonderful and insightful idea of doing a cantorial concert on Christmas Day. as a thank you to all of our congregants. He brainstormed with Cantor Austerklein, and together they came up with the concert that you will see today. So without further ado, I would like to call upon the Vice President, Al Tridell, to give the introduction to the two cantors.
Hag Hanukkah Sameach. We are so glad to see all of you here today. You know, looking at so many people in the audience reminds me of an event that occurred in Colorado some years ago where the governor was invited to address the inmates in the prison. So he looked across the room. He was in the dining room. He stood on the table and he began by saying, "Fellow inmates," which created quite a bit of laughter. Realizing that he had made a mistake, he started again and he said, "Well, fellow citizens." Equally a large amount of laughter because they lose their citizenship privileges when they're in jail. So he decided he wasn't going to make a mistake a third time. So he said, "Well, in any case, I'm glad to see so many of you could be here today." And certainly that's the way I feel. So I'd like to begin by giving a special thank you to the Cone Music Trust for providing the funds that we needed to make this concert happen. Also, I'd like to make special thanks to the entire Cantor's Concert Committee, and I'll ask those people who are on the committee now to please stand up for a round of applause. They are just an incredible group to work with, and they make my job very easy. I'd like to offer special thanks to Joel Servitz. Joel is just an amazing volunteer in our congregation, and he is responsible for both sound and photography today. And I never cease to be amazed that Joel, as a grandfather, can move his body into so many different contortions as he's taking photographs. He's amazing. Joel headed up last night's men's club program, which involved dinner and a movie. And Joel just never stops. So thank you, special thanks to Joel. One of the thoughts that we had with this concert was to give everyone an opportunity who wanted to make a donation to our newly created Tikkun Olam Fund. These monies were going to be used for different projects which are going to be used for repairing the world. And if you haven't had a chance yet to make a donation or would like to make an additional donation, you can either contact the synagogue or there are some baskets in the lobby as well if you'd like to leave something at the end. The committee is having a second concert, and the second concert is going to be on February 26th at 7 in the evening with an incredible group called the Wizards of Ashkenaz. And they are 4 incredibly young, talented cantors who do everything in a cappella form. And we would really hope that all of you will be with us and bring your friends and neighbors to this concert. It's going to be nothing less than amazing. I'd also like to give special thanks to Men's Club because right now they are our lead sponsor for this concert, and we certainly are looking for additional people to do sponsorships for the concert. The monies for this concert are going to be used, if you will, to provide additional great programs for the synagogue in the future. As the Rabbi mentioned, right after today's concert, we'll have candle lighting outside. We hope you will be able to join us. And I'd like to finally begin by saying special thanks to Cantor Matt Austerklein, who converted this vision into a reality for both this and for the concert on February 26th. We are so happy and so fortunate to have Cantor Austerklein with us. Without any further ado, we have three incredible artists. The concert is yours.
We're almost ready. Oh.
Talk for 15 seconds? Yeah. No, no, no.
Hmm.
There it is.
Haneros alodu anu maligin Alanissim, alanissim Me'al me'al הנפלאות Me'al me'al התשוס Me'al המלחמות שיסיסו לבוסנו מהימים ההם הזמן הזה על ידי כהניך קדושים וכל שמונס ימי חנוכה וכל שמונס ימי חנוכה הנרוס הללו קודשם והנה לנו והנה לנו והנה לנו רשוס להשתמש בהם אלא נרסום בלבד כדי להודות ולהלל שמך הגדול כדי להודות ולהלל שמך הגדול על ניסיך ועל נפלאותיך ועל מדעותיך ועל ניסיך ועל ישועותיך ועל
Shavua Tov, Chodesh Tov, and Hanukkah Sameach. My name is Chazan Matt Austerklein, and I'm the cantor here at Temple Beth Shalom in Sarasota. And it is such my honor, thank you. It is my honor and privilege, I know for so many of us who have come out on this day, to sing together with my colleague, Cantor Alberto Mizrachi, my teacher, and for those of you who were here for Musaf yesterday, you know he's an amazing davener in person and by reputation, and is really one of the most prominent cantorial voices in the entire world. Together with piano from the fabulous Dr. Alan Mason, who schlepped up here all the way from Miami, truly one of the world's most sought-after accompanists of Jewish music. Now, the story of Hanukkah is about Pirsumei Nisa, about publicizing the miracle, right? These Hanukkah lights that we're lighting are not really just for us. They're not to make it can make our homes look pretty, but that's not really what they're for. Like the menorah out there on the Beth Shalom property, they are for others. So too with our own light, the light that each of us has been given to shine is not for us to protect or hoard, but like the lights of Hanukkah, is most truly dedicated in the service of others. So it's our privilege to share our light and our music today, and without further ado, Cantor Alberto Mizrachi.
I would think my most important teacher, although I've had so many, thank God, Baruch Hashem, was Moshe Ganchoff, a cantor of cantors for many, many, many years. And he wrote this number for Atoni Gleso, which is in the Rosh Hashanah Musaf. You look it up. And I always try to start, even though it's too difficult, but I try to start with one of his pieces. So this is Atoni Gleso by Moshe Kazavitz. Moshe, it's nervous, you know, Ganchoff.
סובלן כבודך עלם קודשך לדבר עמון מן השמיים ישמעתם כולך ונגלסו עליהם בערפלי טוהר גם כל העולם כולו חול מפניך ובריאס בראשיס חורדו ממקו מגולוסיך מלכנו על הר סיני ללמד ליום אחד תורה ומצוות ותשמיעים אסהות גבולך ודברוס קודשך יפרייש מקולוס ורוקים עליהם נגלסו ובכל שופר עליהם הופעתו ככסוף בשורוסך ויהי ביום השלישי ביוס הבוקר ויהי כקולוס וברוקים וענן כבד עליו וכשוף חזק מיד ויחרד קולם אשר במחנה ונאמר היי ונאמר ויהי כל השופר הולך וחוזק מאוד משה ידבר והוא אלוהים יעננו בקול ונאמר לכל המרואים es הקולוס ויש הלפידים ויש השופר ויש הר השן וירום וינועו ויעמדו מרחוק ובדברי קודשך כוסוף לאמור עלה אלוקים ישראל עד השם בקול שופר ונאמר בחצץ רס וקול שופר הוריעו לפני המלך עד השם problem with this area is that what did I have? Apples are very difficult on your voice before you start singing. So, excuse me, I'm going to go clear myself, and you do something.
You got it. No problem. For our next piece, Hanukkah, as we know, is about outward dedication. As we know from the menorah we put out on our lawn here and in general. The next piece is also about inward dedication. I commissioned this piece, Kamelech, from the prominent young classical composer and Jewish mystic, Jonathan Leshnoff. It is a setting from Sefer Hechalot, which is a mystical book following the journey of the tzaddik, the journey of the aspiring righteous person through the 49 gates of righteousness towards communion with God. A reminder that we, like the candles of Hanukkah, are also ma'alim bikdusha. We are growing in holiness as well. So the piece is in two movements. It begins with the penultimate gate, with the tzaddik expressing his great fear and trembling at being so close to God, only to be told by the angel, Al tiro, you may enter to see the king without fear. In the second movement, you'll hear Melech repeated many times. The tzaddik jubilantly expresses his praise in the presence of God, an acrostic of praise for his creator. This is Hamelech by Jonathan Leshnoff. ואומרים אל תירו בין זרעו היכנס וראה מלך ביופיו. ואינתו נשחוס ואינתו נשרף מלך אדיר מלך ברוך מלך גדול המלך מלך טס מלך חדור מלך בועד המלך מלך זוכר מלך חי מלך טוב מלך ישר מלך כביר מלך לב מלך מבין מלך נועה מלך סוד מלך סוד מלך עולו מלך מלך צדיק מלך קדוש מלך קרוב מלך אילוס מלך רינה מלך חכום מלך רך מלך שומע מלך שאנן מלך תואר מלך תום מלך תומך ברוך הוא המלך
These people who actually know what they're doing. It's amazing.
מלכות יוון.
Yes. I was born in Athens, Greece. And over the years, I knew some music from Greece, but it went away. And then someone introduced me to these young men who back in 1911 left for Germany to study real music, and they came back and they created some of it. And there are two very beautiful songs. I'm not going to give you the whole idea of what it means, except to say, the first one is the young man who calls Anastasia. Anastasia is a nice, not Jewish, a nice Greek name for a lady, and asks her to put on her green hair piece and to come down to the place where they used to meet, because he's so in love with her and he so misses her. And I don't know how that ended, but I believe it did work. And the next thing is, forgive me, this will go away. Yes, so that's one of them. And is that what I'm supposed to be doing? Yes, it is. So Anastasia, very good. Let's do Anastasia, and we'll see what happens to the second one. Vale to prasino fustani Yasu harasu Anastasia Rixe che tolevko Yoredani Staka tsarasu tamalia Che regnoti pali Chioli levendossini Chiomorfia Cateva amato sto per fuori. Cara amata, me ti drosia. O si sedune thenapune, pos anthis enimigdalia, che lai donda stas tathune, stas prasustitia tapulia. Che posta sananiatha, varihi monastin cardia. Iematos erota che patho, tharetho condasu, Anastasia. Coripai, Janero, Coripai, ach, pefti tonnero macria. Coripai, sesti vrissi, che argai naierissi, che argai naierissi. Likos, Likos pera sapodo, che pai, Likos pera se. Venitane Likos, venitane agrimi, venitane, monachaitane, amore fonios. Ich en argiros elahi, Kermata Chrissa, Gotan sevle bestamatia therise, Gotan sevle bestamatia therise. Ach more, Gotan sevle bemonachamaeve. Όταν σε βλέπε μόναχα μάγευε. Κόρη πάει για νερό, μα δεν γύρισε. Thank you. Alan will play anything. He's amazing. Yes, I hope some of you knew all the Greek. For those of you that didn't, I'm willing to give you my spare. You can read it. It's very interesting. I find it very kind of exciting, beautiful music. Chazan, what are we doing next? Gunari. Oh, okay. So now, really, what happened to all the other stuff? Shalom Aleichem. Oh, okay. There was a very famous singer, guitar player, run-arounder back in the 60s. That's the last 60s. In Greece, called Nikos Gounaris. Nikos Gounaris, a very famous man. And when I was 4 or 5 years old, my parents used to take me down to well, it used to be the King's thing, you know, with this whole flowers and friends and everything, and they had a big stage there that he used to use all the time. And I don't know, it had to be 4 o'clock, and they put me on his lap, and he'd sing to me in front of like 5,000 people. So that sort of came back to me about 100 years later. And I chose to put a song to one of the songs that he had done that does not mean what he meant, but is a beautiful song, so I made it into a Shalom Aleichem. I'd like to sing that for you now, if I can find it. And of course I can. Everything's right here. Shalom. Shalom. Malachi Asharet, Malachi Elyon, Mi Melech Malachi Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Barchoni LeShalom, Malachi Ashalom, Malachi Elyon, Mi Melech Malachi Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom. Shalom. Malachi Elyon, Mi Melech Malachi Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom. 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 Thank you. What is it? Don't even ask.
Sit for a moment. Beautiful, beautiful.
You know?
No, me.
Oh, Baruch Hashem.
You can sit. So as actually our Rabbi Altshuler taught us in shul yesterday, Hanukkah, among many things, shining our light, is also about Jewish sovereignty. It's about the Jews being Am Choshi B'Artzenu, a free people in our land, able to fully self-actualize in a state of our own. Now this next song, Austerklein Lichterlich, is a setting of a poem by Morris Rosenfeld, who was sometimes called the poet of the sweatshop. He was one of the most important Yiddish poets in America during the early decades of the Eastern European immigration. And his experience of Hanukkah is a world of Jews feeling powerless, deeply longing for a realization of the then as yet unfulfilled Zionist dream. The final words of the song, Was wird itzter sein, what will be now, still resound today. O ihr kleine Lichterlich. O ihr kleine Lichterlich, ihr erzählt Geschichterlich, Meiselech und Zoll, Meiselech und Zoll. Ihr erzählt von Blutigkeit, Bäuerschaft und Mutigkeit, Wunder von Amor. Wunder von Amor. Wenn ich seh schminklendig, kommt a Cholem finklendig, rät an alter Träum, rät an alter Träum. Jid, du hast gekriegt amol, Jid, du hast gesiegt amol. O, das gläub sich kaum, o, das gläubt sich kaum. Sie ist bei dir a Togen gewehn, bist amol a Volk gewehn, hast amol regiert, hast amol regiert, hast amol a Land gehad, hast amol a Hand gehad. Ach, wie tief das rührt, ach, wie tief das rührt. O, ihr kleine Lichterlich, eure Geschichterlich, wecken auf mein Pein, wecken auf meine Pein. Tief in Herz bewegt es sich, und mit Tränen fragt es sich, was wird jetzt da sein? Was wird jetzt sein?
Is that me? Yes. Oh, goody. Thank you. All right, we're back in shape, so to speak. Let's see. Excuse me, which is this? Oh, okay, fine. Yeah, yeah.
Auch auf Jiddisch.
This is a beautiful Yiddish song, Was ist gewohnt von mein Städtele. The music was written by Elstein, Abraham Elstein, very, very famous composer. And the lyrics by someone that I did not know about at all, Isidore Lillian. And it says, what has become of my hometown? I recall the village streets, the lush trees of the countryside. And when I passed the synagogue, as he was walking in the winter, he says, I could hear the chazen's voice ringing from the shul. Yes, I said, if he could, I'll sing. Okay. So this is Was ist gewohnt für mein Städtele. Yes. Wenn ich nehm der Monnen sich, wenn ich bin a Kind gewesen, in der Heim, in Städtele amol, in die schöne Winternacht, pflegen wir spazieren gehen, und cholemen chaloimes onazol. Hoi wie damals is gewesen, so herzig, so schön, wenn wir pflegen gehen vorbei die Schule. Und dem Chosens schöne Stimme hat geklingen, so fremd, bei dem mit groß Gefühl. Gevacuros roedero, ima virzo no etacha shifto, ima virzo no tacha shifto, Kevakuros ruyevedero, ma virzo noi, Tachashivto, imavilzone tachashivto, tachashivto. Asaben König von früher, geblieben ist ihr Herz bei mir. Was ist geworden von mein Städtele? Was ist geworden von mein alter Heim? Wie es bängt sich noch mein Städtele, mein Jugend hab ich doch verbracht in dem. Das Geselle, das Schulechel, wie herzig und wie schön. Das Bäumele, das Milchel, will ich es wenn noch sehen. Was ist geworden von mein Städtere? Was ist geworden von der altere Heim? Das Geselle der Schulechel, wie herzig und wie schön. Das Bäumele, das Milchel, wenn ich es will noch sehen. ist geworden von mein Städtele. Was ist geworden von der Alter? Thank you.
I got one thing before Drayden. So from the Alterheim to the Alterheim. So first of all, let's get into a composer whose work I know that you know. It is 10:05 on a Shabbat morning, and we all can sing together. Ein kamocha ba'Elohim Adonai. Beautiful. You know Solomon Zulzer's compositions already. They still make up the Torah service all over the world. But what you may not know about this gentleman who served for about 55 years in the same pulpit from 1825 through into the 1880s in Vienna, Austria. He was known for modernizing the synagogue service with choral repertoire, but what's not as much known about him is that he was a very well-known Schubert art song singer. He was one of Schubert's favorite singers of some of Schubert's own lieder in the 3 years before Schubert died. And he was known even at his retirement party. They said, oh, no one, even after his shul, by the way, had banned him from singing lieder publicly. At his retirement party, they said, oh, no one could sing Schubert like this guy. And he also not just sang Schubert, but wrote art songs. He wrote in the styles of his era. He also wrote political songs and pop songs and kids songs. What I'm going to sing for you today is his last art song he wrote while professor of men's choir at the Vienna Conservatory in Austria in 1846. It's called Trost or Lament, and it is a statement of faith, actually I think Zulzer's own words, in which he says, when life is difficult, when meine Freuden mich verlassen, when my joy is all gone, I need to pour out my heart to God. This is Trost. Wenn meine Freuden mich verlassen, wenn meine Sterne all erblassen und wenn mich niemand hier versteht, ist mir noch wohl in dem Gebet. Empor, du müde Seele, schwinge dich auch zu deinem Gott und ringe mit jedem ihm bekannten Schmerz, voll Glauben an sein Vaterherz, voll Glauben an sein Vaterherz, voll Glauben an sein Vaterherz. Flieh, Kummer, flieht der Zukunft Sorgen, flieh, Kummer, flieht der Zukunft Sorgen, auch meine Nacht, auch meine Nacht, auch meine Nacht wird bald zum Morgen. Tränenlos mein Auge schaut, dem Retter, dem mein mein Herz vertraut, wo tränenlos mein Auge schaut, den Retter, dem mein Herz vertraut, dem mein Herz vertraut. Mein Herz vertraut. Empor, du müde Seele, schwinge dich auch zu deinem Gott und ringe mit jedem ihm bekannten Schmerz, voll Glauben an sein Vaterherz, voll Glauben an sein Vaterherz, voll Glauben an sein Vaterherz.
Are we in a hurry?
No, I have. All right, this is also probably.
Beautiful, beautiful, by the way.
Thank you. This is also probably a little more familiar.
Mirza Hashem.
Mitzvah Hashem. Yeah.
I chose Greek. It's good. It wakes you up a little bit, you know?
Yes.
Okay.
But we need your help for the beginning.
And there's more coming on.
Yeah. And I think, are we going to make them? No, they can start. They can start. We don't need to start this.
They know this. Yeah. You got this? Let's go. Let's do it. Ready?
Okay.
I have a little. Let's go.
Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. And when it's dry and ready, oh, dreidel, I shall play.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Dip, do, ah.
Oh, I have a little dreidel. I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh, dreidel, I shall
Dip,
play.
do, ah. Oh, it has such a lovely little body,
Oh, yes.
with one leg so short and thin. And when it gets all tuckered out and tired, it drops.
It drops,
And then
and then
I will.
oh yeah, dreidel, 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 little dreidel. I'm made out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh dreidel, I'll play. Dreidel, 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 little dreidel. I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready,
Oh, dreidel!
oh, dreidel,
Take it, Abe.
oh, dreidel. We shall play. Yeah, baby. This is one of the most difficult pieces he's ever had to play, obviously. Is he great or what? Give him applause, really. Alan Mason. Unless I'm wrong again. What we doing now, darling? Huh?
I think it's not comida.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Okay, so I have a wonderful drum at home, and I'm not going to carry it on the plane. So we decided who brought it here today?
I want to thank Cantor Jonathan Schultz from
Yes.
from CBI in St. Petersburg for bringing our drum today. By the way, Cantor Schultz will be back for our February 26th concert. He is in my Cantor man band a cappella group called the Wizards of Ashkenaz, and we sing together. We'll be back here on the 26th. So thank you to Cantor Schultz and CBI for bringing the drum and for being back here.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
All right, we've had Greek, we've had Hebrew, we've had Yiddish, we've had what else? We have something else. Gefällig. 5 of us. Be to give to my renting a place from love. I wasn't one of you. Keep comida la mañana, la tarde la traigo atrás. La comida la mañana, la tarde la traigo atrás. Que lo sepa la mi madre que yo tengo voy a gozar. Que lo sepa la mi madre que yo quiero te esposar. I want to marry you. That's what that says. Una hora en la ventana, otra hora en el balcón. Una hora en la ventana, otra hora en el balcón. Que lo sepa la mi madre que yo tengo mucho amor. Que lo sepa la mi madre que yo tengo mucho amor. No se burlará mi madre, no se burle del amor. No se burlará mi madre, no se burle del amor. No sé cuando éramos hizo amor con mi Señor. Cuando éramos hizo amor con mi Señor. You know you fooled around with Daddy back then. Come on. And the mother came out a little ticked. Yo lo hice la mi Isa, yo lo hice con l'amor. Yo lo hice la mi Isa, yo lo hice con l'amor. Non son como los de agora que dejan con la dolor. Non son como los de agora que dejan con la dolor. I'm not like one of you little girls going into the marketplace finding men. La comida la mañana, la tarde la traigo atrás. La comida la mañana, la tarde la traigo atrás. Que lo sepa la mi madre que yo quiero te esposar. Que lo sepa la mi madre que yo quiero te esposar. Yeah, you tell them. Thank you. What's now?
Lecha.
Lecha.
Another singer.
Gamli.
Gamli?
Afilu, so mamash.
Para el pueblo. Okay.
Zem, Hashem.
Okay. Lecha Dudi. Something you guys know. We
Lecha
need you
Dodi.
for this on the chorus.
Who did this? What?
Aaron Ben Susan.
Aharon Ben Susan, my friend from up there. All right.
Toronto.
Have we decided who's? Oh, yeah, look, it has my name.
Yeah,
and
it's got
everything.
names.
It's unbelievable.
Amazing.
So much. We were so prepared. It's unbelievable. Here we go. All right, so this is Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala. It's not exactly what you've heard in the past, but I think you should learn it and do it on Friday night with him. Even I'll come in, I'll sing with him.
Ah.
Ladino, gentlemen and ladies, Ladino, okay. What are we doing here? Give me a something here. Thank you very much. Penei Shabbat, Penei Shabbat.
לקראת כלה, פני שבת, נקבלה לך דודי, לקראת כלה, פני שבת, נקבלה, שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, ישמענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ותפארת ולתהילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת, נקבלה לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת, נקבלה.
לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקור הברכה מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף המעשה במחשבה תחילה.
לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת, נקבלה לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת, נקבלה. ומקדוש מלך עיר מלוכה, קומי שאי מתוך ההפיכה, רב לך שבט מעמק הבכה, והוא יחמול עלייך חמלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת, נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת, נקבלה.
יחמול עלייך נקרא לך
דודי
גו!
לקראת כלה, פני שבת, נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת, נקבלה. בואי לי שלום,
הטרם בעלה,
גם בשמחה ובצולה,
תוך אמוני עם סגולה.
בואי חלה,
בואי חלה
לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת, נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת, נקבלה.
I sing this every night at home. Okay, from pretty crazy to pretty serious. Long story, I won't tell you any of it, actually, except that there was a time when Eli Wiesel was having a bar mitzvah of his son, that my friend from New York who does the Mati Lazar, of course, I'm an idiot. I forget names. I'll forget your name too, but don't worry about it. Mati Lazar and I were at this bar mitzvah for his son, and then we sang. We made a little choir. It was mostly Anyway, but he took us aside and he says, you know, I learned this and I think you would sing it very well, to both of us. But and I've done it in Carnegie Hall actually, and because they turn off the lights and they send the thing just into your mouth, and you say something that's very real. And it came from Elie Wiesel, so it was pretty real. I gotta say, I cry when I think about it right now. It's called, you know the words? I believe with full bemunah, with full amunah. No, in Hebrew, I understand what it is. In English, forget about it. Okay, I'm kidding. Ani ma'amin bemunah shlema beviat Mashiach. I believe that we're going to get the Mashiach, that he's going to come. Ve'af al pi she'it mamea, and even though he is quite late, at least for us, but what do we know? I mean, you know, it could be like 2,000 years isn't too late, you know, who knows? Achakelo bechol yom sheyavo. I am going to wait for the Mashiach every day, that day he will come. So, you don't have to stand up, just sit there and close your eyes maybe, because it's no music, just what I sing, which is what he taught me, Elie. I'll probably cry. Ani mamin be'emunah shelema beviat HaMashiach ani bemunah shelema beviat HaMashiach ani mamin bemunah shlema ay bevias HaMashiach ve'af al pi she'itmameya achakelo bechol yom sheyavo ve'af al pi she'itmameya bechol yom sheyov ani mamin be'emunah May we all believe it. May you all believe it. Thank you. No. If Elie was here, I would have you applaud for him. Allah b'shalom. What are we doing now, Rebbe?
We've reached our last number, and
So fast?
So fast.
They came all this way.
I know.
I have another half hour in me, so we can
Well, I want to first of all just take this opportunity to thank the magnificently talented Cantor Alberto Mizrachi and Dr. Alan Mason. It's such a wonderful privilege to have them here at Temple Beth Shalom. Again, I want to thank all the many volunteers that helped make this real sellout concert possible. Thank you to Lauren Haven, our president, to Al Tridell and his whole committee, to Rabbi Altshuler, really just everyone, to Joel Servitz, who did our sound. Let's put a round of applause for him as well. You know, we, as the Animami is leaving us in a down space of feeling the weight of that. But that's what the Maccabees were all about. And so when we finish here and we go out to light the candles, we take that emunah, we take that faith with us. And so appropriately, we're going to end with Ocho Candelicas for the 8th night, which will go light. By Flori Agoda.
Agoda. I have Sephardi, of course.
If you know this, you can sing along too.
Oh, may as well. Hanukkah linda está aquí, 8 candelas para mí.
Hanukkah linda está aquí, 8 candelas para mí. Oh, una candelica, 2 candelicas, 3 candelicas, 4 candelicas, 5 candelicas, 6 candelicas, 7 candelicas, 8 candelas para mí.
Muchas fiestas vou fazer, con alegría y placer.
Muchas fiestas vou fazer, con alegría y placer. Oh, una candelica, 2 candelicas, 3 candelicas, 4 candelicas, 5 candelicas, 6 candelicas, 7 candelicas, 8 candelas para mí. Los pastelicos voy a comer, con almendricas y la miel.
Los pastelicos voy a comer, con almendricas y la miel.
Oh, una candelica, 2 candelicas, 3 candelicas, 4 candelicas, 5 candelicas, 6 candelicas, 7 candelicas, 8 candelas para mí.
One more time.
Una candelica, 2 candelicas, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candelicas, 8 candelas.
8 candelas. 8 candelas para mí.
Dr. Alan Mason on piano.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you. Hanukkah Sameach. Let's go out and light. Thank you. Gotta go. Thanks for following me.
Thank you so much. I was watching all your music, Robert.
You beat 'em.
Good evening.